The Nordic Hedge Index NHX closed its books for the year up 6%, settling at a fresh all-time high. The strongest sub-index once again was NHX Equities, which gained over 10%, followed by a strong showing by Fund of Funds, which advanced by 7%, and multi-strategy funds, which added close to 6%, while the fixed income sub-index nudged up by 1%. The only sub-index to finish in the red were CTAs, which closed the year just slightly negative. The Nordic Hedge Index currently counts 140 constituents, of which 100 were positive and 40 negative during 2021. Among the top performers for the year were Barea Utbyte, up nearly 62%, Accendo up by 58%, HCP Quant advancing 48%, as well as Oslo Asset Management and FE Select. Let's listen in on how some of the managers summarised their trading year.
We're happy having returned 62% to our investors last year. Barea Utbyte combines a strategic macro view with investments in Norwegian banks. Last year, we saw loan losses come down substantially. We saw strong cost control, and we also enjoyed higher margins than elsewhere in Europe. We were well positioned in the regional banks that gained substantially, and we were well positioned in S-Banken prior to the bid from DNB. Going into 2022, we expect some margin relief from the ongoing rate hikes in Norway, and we also believe that the sector will give investors exciting opportunities for many years to come.
Hello Hedge Nordic. It has been another exciting year at Accendo. Also in 2021, there's been a lot of effort put in to secure growth at our portfolio companies. Hexatronic was certainly the strongest performer with a 560% stock price increase over the year, which was the best in the Swedish stock market. SSH and Doro were also great contributors to the performance. We carry on with our strategy focused on technology-related companies in the Nordics, and this year it will be the 15th year of operations, but there's still a lot to be done. Thank you.
Yeah, hi, this is Gustav Sivers from the Calgus Fund here in Stockholm. We had a very successful year last year. We were up 38.5%. There were 4 reasons behind this. First of all, we had the macro picture right. We believe in a strong economic recovery, great earnings and continued low interest rates. And after that, second reason was that we took up our exposure from 75% normally to 110%. Thirdly, the market was very strong here in Stockholm. The big index was 30% about and including dividends 33-34. So that of course helps. And the fourth, of course, stock picking. We had some great stocks. Some of them went up over 200%. Very many were between 50 and 100, and none of the stocks actually went down. So it was all in all a very successful and lucky year. And also we were in the mid-cap, small-cap section. That was the most profitable section for us this year. So thank you very much.
2021 ended up as a really good year for Symmetry Invest. Our performance was definitely above our expectations going into the year. We made a lot of money, especially on the loan book. We took down our exposure during the year to the COVID winners and added significantly more to some of the companies that has benefited more from the reopening. This also helped us in the back end of the year where most tech names declined a lot as we didn't have a lot of exposure there. The 3 biggest winners for the year was 3 main positions in Franklin Covey, in JDC Group and in Protector for Sikring.
Some 16 funds closed down during the year and were removed from the index, most prominently IPM and Frost. We are pleased, however, to welcome 19 new funds added to the NHX, of which 6 were launched during 2021. Let us introduce you to some of these new additions.
Hi, my name is Fredrik Skoglund and I manage FE Select, a new member to Hedge Nordic this year, together with my colleague Mikael Lövdahl. We are experienced small mid-cap people. I have been 17 years on the sell side and 6 years on the buy side, focusing on Nordic and Swedish small mid-caps in primarily. Since start, we're up 55%. with a net exposure around 60% and a Sharpe ratio of 3.7. What's unique with us is probably that we manage both a long-only small mid-cap fund and an absolute return fund in parallel. Thank you very much. Bye.
AIDAN is an AI-driven hedge fund, doing what the earliest hedge funds did, buying stocks they liked, selling short those they did not like, and managing market exposure with an index instrument. The fund invests in the constituents of the SP 500 index with an ESG filter. AIDAN uses 3 different optimizations to decide on stock selection, portfolio composition, and trades. In that way, AIDAN is an autonomous, integrated fund. Its aim is to provide an absolute return by largely following the market up and providing a substantial downside protection. Contact us, see our website to know more.
Titan is different. Our focus on cross-capital relative value strategy is very much a neglected space. At large institutions, there's this siloing effect between debt and equity departments, creating a vacuum in the investment markets inside the same company's debt and equity capital structures.
We construct market-neutral investment packages which use the debt and equity securities of those specific companies. As management teams of those companies make capital allocation decisions, we look to harvest value transfer alpha across those securities. We target a net return of 7 to 10%, which is uncorrelated with financial markets.
Hedge Nordic, your single access point to the Nordic hedge fund industry. If you enjoyed this session, please like and share it. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel.